Greetings, I'm Shaun Pruitt, Zacks Equity Strategist, and today I'm going to be discussing how SanDisk has become the hottest tech stock to pursue in 2026. So in only 11 trading days so far this year, SanDisk Corporation, stock ticker symbol SNDK, is already up a blazing 70% to over $400 a share, making the clear argument for the hottest tech stock to pursue in 2026. And to that point, SanDisk's explosive rally isn't coming out of nowhere, but instead is the result of a scarcity in the memory chip market, specifically for non-volatile flash memory, referred to as NAND. And NAND. So being a major NAND producer, SanDisk is directly benefiting from the scarcity as AI infrastructure requires enormous amounts of high performance flash storage and is pushing NAND prices higher, with companies racing to build out AI capacity. So just covering SanDisk's performance overview, it's noteworthy that SanDisk was spun off from Western Digital, ticker symbol WDC, to split its business into two focused independent companies, one for hard disk drives and one for flash memory. So the flash business became SanDisk Corporation after a strategic review from Western Digital concluded that its HDD and flash NAND divisions had different markets, growth profiles, and capital needs. And AI infrastructure demand for enterprise HDD or hard disk drives has been off the charts as well, but there's been a broader industry-wide scarcity for NAND, which has capitulated SanDisk stock over 700% since becoming its own publicly traded company in February of last year, 2025, which you can see there. And Western Digital shares are up more than 300% during this period as well, as you can also see right there. So how NAND works. And aforementioned, NAND is a type of non-volatile flash memory, meaning it keeps data even when the power is off and is considered the foundation of most modern storage devices. And as a storage technology, NAND flash is used in SSDs, USB drives, SD cards, smartphones, and tablets. And it's called NAND because its internal structure is based on the NOT AND logic gate, which determines how data is stored in each memory cell. So NAND uses floating gate transistors to trap electrons and represent data bits. And because it doesn't need power to retain those electrons, it's considered non-volatile. So furthermore, NAND is optimized for high density, fast speeds, durability, and low power consumption, which is why it dominates consumer storage. And regarding the current AI and data center boom, solid slate drives or SSDs built on NAND are essential for feeding data to graphic processing units, GPUs, and other AI chips, accelerators, or servers. So just going over SanDisk's robust financial figures. And SanDisk is not a typical spin-off company, which tends to create value over time, but not immediately. And while spin-offs can outperform, it's far from guaranteed, with SanDisk's robust top and bottom line being the exception, not the rule. So based on Zacks estimates, SanDisk's sales are expected to soar 42% in fiscal 2026 to 10.45 billion versus 7.36 billion last year. And plus fiscal year 27 sales are projected to climb another 26% to 13.15 billion, which you can see those sales figures right there. And more impressive is that annual earnings are expected to skyrocket 350% this year to $13.46 per share from EPS of $2.99 in 2025. And better still is that fiscal year 27 EPS is forecasted to soar another 93% to a whopping $25.94 per share. And propelling the relentless rally in SanDisk stock is that fiscal year 26 and fiscal year 27 EPS revisions are up over 10% in the last 60 days and have now risen well over 100% in the last 3 months, from estimates of $6.31 and $10.39 respectively, as this EPS revision chart illustrates right there. So the most intriguing thing is that SNDK is still fairly valued. So considering SanDisk has a strong hold on a pivotal technology, its stock is still trading at a reasonable 30 times forward earnings multiple, despite its unprecedented rally in the last year. And this is not a noticeable stretch to the benchmark S&P 500 and is roughly on par with Western Digital and their Zacks computer storage devices industry average of 29 times forward earnings. And there you can see SanDisk's reasonable PE valuation right there at 30 times. So the bottom line is SanDisk is certainly making an argument for the the hottest tech stock to pursue in 2026, with SNDK currently boasting a Zacks ranked #1 strong buy based on the blazing trend of rising EPS revisions. And although a sharp pullback will present a more ideal entry point, the accelerating demand for NAND suggests more upside, especially with SanDisk stock still being reasonably valued in terms of PE. Again, I'm Shaun Pruitt, Zacks Equity Strategist. I hope you enjoyed this content. For more, please feel free to visit Zacks.com/promo.